The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, November 16th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. We're also brought to you by, us. Yes, we are giving away. Look, so basically subscribe to the SGPN World Cup because SGPN World Cup free roll is happening. $250 in cash and a $250 gift card will go to the winner. Enter today exclusively on the SGPN app. And remember, folks, to let it ride.
This is Martin Cleese, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo-wee. Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for November 16th. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dad, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I'm in pain right now recording because I got Duke and Kansas, 55-54, 7 minutes, 51 seconds left. The Michigan State game had to go to double overtime to fuck up the whole schedule. But either way, we're here for you. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for my guy, Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing good, Colby. Heck of a game between Sparty and the Wildcats, and now we're trying to sweat out this end of this Duke and Kansas game. I got it on in the background, just like I'm sure you do in God's eye.
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm watching. I mean, unfortunately, had to hit record before, we could see I wanted to see the outcome of the game and talk about that. But I also have a wife. I also have dinner. I also have, things I have to do. And what a fucking great college basketball day we've had. I mean, as far as entertaining games. I mean,
No
sure.
doubt.
We'll get into some of these games. And then we'll talk about tomorrow's action because it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. Recapping, I believe we both covered. Let me pull up the sheet. Make sure, he was on Stonehill as well because Stonehill covered against Providence by a point. Shout out to that. And Providence looked good. Ed Cooley's squad. Are they going to be back in contention? Seeing how we've seen Villanova look a little down, maybe the Friars could be in Big East play when the season tips in mid-December. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, Stonehill is one of our squads now, one of our darlings. But, the Friars look good, and the Big East seems to be pretty wide open this year. Looking forward to that. Conference play starts in about a couple weeks with the extended Big East slate.
Yeah. I mean, dude, these days, it's unbelievable the amount of games. And I see the chat lighting up, people talking about the Maction play. I was on Bowling Green as a 16.5 point dog, and that game was absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, I mean, let's go. App State 61, Louisville 60. Louisville made the game-winning shot, but he did not get it off in time. And App State, we're big fans of App State football and basketball. What a win. Louisville's 0-3. We did lock this one up. We cashed in. There we go. 1-0 on the locks. Things were looking so great. Let's just have some fun for a second because I'm curious. Louisville is playing Arkansas on Monday. I think they're going to be 0-4.
Yeah.
Then they play. Well, first off, they play Maryland. I think. What wait? So wait, are they in Maui?
Yes.
Oh man, things could really get. And then they come back and play Maryland. This is going to be bad. Yeah. So they get Arkansas and Maui. Then they're going to get someone good because that field is ridiculous this year. This team's not. They're going to be. I mean, good luck if you start drinking. At least you got Bourbon Trail right down the road. Just go fucking hang out in the trail the next couple months. All right.
Hey, get ready for December 10th, where we got Louisville and Florida State in an ACC battle. The battle of the 0-3s.
Oh man. I mean, whew. That's just, it's all by 1 point. I think I saw something on the bottom line of ESPN saying the first time someone's lost 3 games to open a season by 1 point since like 1981.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. It seems like every game's the same one where this one actually they did not have the lead. Like they blew the lead against Wright State. This one was more similar to the Bellarmine game where they just got dominated. App State was up by nearly 20 points at one point.
Yeah, Ellis showed up to play. The rest, Ellis had like 30 points, I feel like.
Yes.
But wow, I mean, what a what a turn of events. So we opened up 1-0 in locks. I forgot to lock that on tally slate, but I bet that. All right. Sometimes you just forget to fucking put the lock emoji. We locked it up last night on this fucking show. That counts. And
Plus
I bet
200 on the money line.
There we go. But I did piss away some money because Patrick Ewing, I think it's time for them to throw him down those fucking exorcist stairs. You know what I mean? In Georgetown. Because how the hell do you lose this? How the hell do you lose this?
How bad was that one possession of the game? I mean, I seen better basketball in a manager game. That was the worst shit I've ever seen in terms of everybody diving on the floor, throwing it around. I mean, that was atrocious. And no,
they got dominated. Yeah.
I texted you, rest in peace, Patrick Ewing. I don't see. I mean, it's still early in the season, but it's pretty much postseason or bust for Patrick Ewing. So they better get going fast, I guess.
Georgetown has too much money in the NIL era. Mm-hmm. And I get it. Patrick Ewing's a legend. All right. But Clyde Drexler coached at Houston. I don't even know if fucking fans remember that. He sucked. All right. Chris Mullen was at St. John's. He sucked. All right. You can go on and on about the like sometimes you just got to find the right fit for you. And you guys have a shit ton of money. Go hire a real proven coach. All right. A real proven coach. And you will be good again. Man, I just Chris Collins should Northwestern. I mean, that's one thing that I'll say after watching tonight. And I know we got to talk about Purdue and Marquette. They covered for me, the Marquette Golden Eagles, but I'm not sold on Purdue this year. That when I think about the Big Ten, Tom Izzo's team's a lot better than what I thought.
Yeah, same.
Sissoko did a great job on Toshiba, I thought, for a lot of the game. As we predicted last night, I thought that could be an interesting matchup. But we both took Kentucky. We were wrong there. And, they might be the best team in the Big Ten. I don't know. It's early. But I also think maybe Northwestern, in a down year, coming into the season, we thought it would be a down year for the Big Ten. We thought there's a lot of unknown.
Very open.
Could Northwestern be one of these teams that can capitalize?
I don't know if I'll go that far yet, but I mean, for them to go to DC and get that win, that's a step in the right direction because this Big Ten is wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just they look really good today, but once again, that might just be because Georgetown's not good. Mercer, Georgia State. This fucking game was bananas, dude. At one point, I had like 4 games on God's Eye here at SGPN Studios, like. Out of 4 out of the 8, and I see you cheering back there. Did we just get a cover?
South Alabama just hit a layup at the buzzer to lose by 8. So
there we go.
Bang.
Baby. There we go. Give it up for the Jaguars. But dude, at one point I had like 4, there's like 10 screens, and I have like 4 games in overtime with 10 seconds left at once. It was very hard to keep track of. I was like, there. Georgia State. I had Georgia State in this. I believe I pushed, actually. I think I had Georgia State -2. So I push, but they get the dub against Mercer in overtime. Who were you on?
I was on Georgia State as well, but I neither of us locked it because we thought it was a toss-up game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Morgan State Akron was actually a good game. Morgan State covered for us. Rice, we might have to put Rice on auto fade.
They're awful.
Dude, a year ago, I watched this team and I was like impressed. They almost lost by 40 tonight to Middle Tennessee in a CUSA conference game. So something to note. The Rice Owls might just be absolute dog shit. St. Peter's, though, told you folks out there, don't take Bucknell. St. Peter's is actually, I like the coach they brought in. I like some of the transfers they brought in. They're more talented than what you think as they cover the 4.5 against Bucknell. So I opened up 2-1 on my locks there. I did have Buffalo plus 20.5, and they lost by 20.
I know. Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Who'd you take?
I took Buffalo with you.
We hit on that.
Yeah.
Another one was Central Connecticut State gave St. John's way more. Like that final score says 17. That game was close for a lot of the way there. What did we take there? Did we take no, I took Central. I took Central Connecticut State. So there we go. I mean, I didn't bet it, but I'm saying on the pick sheet, we took it. I took Auburn. I believe you took Winthrop, didn't you?
I did take Winthrop. Auburn. Auburn's looking good, man.
We took Quinnipiac, right? I know I did. Did you?
Yeah, I took Quinnipiac.
We got very fortunate to cover this game.
Yes.
Absolutely very fortunate to cover this game. This was like a 2-point game with like a minute left. They win by 9. They cover.
Team, make your free throws.
Yeah. Morehead State gets rolled by West Virginia. You were right there. I was wrong. Wait, that was 18? What was that line? What did I get that at? Let me check this.
So, it opened at 16.5 and then went all the way up to, because they came back and only 19. Lost.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't bet this, but I'm saying on the sheet. On the sheet, people. Binghamton, we covered with Maryland, -20 against Binghamton. We did all right there. We took Penn. Yep. I took Penn against Drexel. I think you did too, right?
Yes.
Boom. We hit on that. They won by 5 against Drexel. We were right on Fordham against New Hampshire. We had a good night. We actually had a very good night. Stony Brook. Boom. We did have real money going on Stony Brook as they covered against Rhode Island.
The Seawolves.
Seawolves, baby. They can swim in any current. Clemson, 81. South Carolina Upstate, 70. Boom. I was on the right side of this. You took the Tigers there.
Yeah, no. Clemson's not.
They're not good.
Clemson. Yeah. I some of these teams, they're almost on auto fade now.
They don't have PJ Hall yet. There's a little bit of an excuse, but
it's still upstate.
Now I was on the wrong side of Kentucky. I took
Sparty.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And one of the better games of the night, Utah Valley Wake Forest. I took Wake minus the points. We didn't hit that, and we almost lost outright, I believe. Wait, did I take Wake? I thought I took Wake.
I locked up Wake, so I ate shit on that one. Heck of a out of bounds play. Tweeted it out. That was a great. I think they call it home run.
Yeah,
great execution. Steve
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I was wrong there. I didn't bet that, but I was wrong on the sheet. I did bet Temple -3.5, and I ate shit there after they battled back. They were down like 14, battled back, got it to overtime. I thought they had the momentum, they had the crowd. No, not the case. Jerry Stackhouse goes into the former city he used to play in and gets the dub. Shout out to the Commodores. I ate shit on that bet. So to open it up locks wise, I was pretty damn good. I mean, I had a good night in general, but you can see right now the locks right there of I lost on Temple, I hit on Stony Brook, I hit on Appalachian State, and I hit on St. Peter's. So 3-1, and then I lost on Georgetown there. So yeah, what is that? 3-2 or 4-2? I can't fucking count. Next up, Washington State loses to Prairie View by 11. and the SWAC wins the Pac-12 SWAC Challenge. I want to note this. Teams went 5-0 on home courts. I mean,
home court matters. I mean, shout out to the SWAC for winning the challenge.
Yeah. Pac-12 is dumb enough to do this, but I thought it's awesome. Like,
yeah, agreed.
To me, you're absolutely and another thing is, how did the better schools in the Pac-12 get to host the games? They sent like Washington State, Colorado, the teams that were kind of middle of the pack last year on the road. And meanwhile, USC and who was the other one? Arizona get to host. See,
why didn't they play more games too?
UCLA was like, I'm not on board with this shit. Fuck you. We're going to the Big Ten. All right.
Yeah, and then like for example, in the Gavitt games, they're only playing 8 games for some reason.
I don't
like it. I like it. Like when the SEC and Big 12 do the challenge, everybody plays. It doesn't make any sense to do it half-ass. If you're gonna do it all the way.
I agree. Colgate 80, Syracuse 68. Oh, we called this
on the money line.
We called this. What was that money line payout? We were all over this.
Pull it up right now.
All right, so I'm looking at
plus 275 for us. Boom.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. This was a great night. App winners. One on App, one on St. Peter's, one on Colgate, one on
Syracuse.
Stone.
Syracuse never had a chance in that game either.
Yeah, no, they got their ass whooped.
Again.
They got their ass whooped from the. They're not good. They're not good, man.
No.
And I feel sorry for. It was like when I was in Vegas for the opening NFL or opening college football weekend, and I remember right before we had to record there at the Wynn studio, we had to. I was like, I woke up late, had a late night the night before, and I go to this bar that's like 24 hours, and just to get something to eat. And I'm sitting next to a bunch of Syracuse fans, and they were talking. They were like, "Man, we're done with him, man. We want to be more competitive, man." I felt bad for them because they're like, you don't just fire him. It's like Coach K. It's like he's got. I mean, not that Coach K was on this level, but I'm saying they get to dictate their terms because they've been there so long. Can't argue that. Colgate dominates, wins by 12. James Madison. We locked up James Madison minus 9.5. Didn't fucking matter. They blew him out. JMU's for real, man.
I was gonna say I tweeted this out. This is the most impressive team so far that I've seen on the mid-major front. To go on the road back-to-back games and win by 30 at Buffalo and at Howard. I know Howard's not as good as the perceived perception, but like to go to Buffalo, a top-tier MAC team, and win by 30, these Dukes are for real.
Dude, and even like Howard's not awful. I mean, they're
not.
Impressive.
And this was like a letdown spot potential.
Yeah. Wright State beats Bowling Green. This was hilarious because Bowling Green missed a pretty easy layup late, or I shouldn't say layup, like a 10-footer that would have covered. I was on the wrong side of that. Didn't bet that though. As far as locks go, well, wait, what did I get the Chattanooga line at? Chattanooga, I didn't bet that, but Chattanooga covered for me against Ole Miss by 1 point, 1.5 point. How about Alcorn State beating Stephen F. Austin? You know what it is, man? The SWAC is better than what we realized too this year.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Unbelievable. That was very shocking. Oral Roberts wins by 18 against Texas Southern. What the hell was that line? I think it was a lot smaller, right? It was 4. Yeah, I was on the wrong side of that on picks. Once again, didn't bet this. We locked up Pacific minus 6. Boom! They won by 30. Boom. Did you catch any of the Gardner-Webb North Carolina game?
No, I was score monitoring. I was at the Coliseum tonight watching the Mountaineers, so I was watching that. Yeah, no, Carolina's going through the motions. I think that's safe to say. They have not looked good out of the gate so far.
Do you know who Carolina plays next?
It's JMU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Patty C, baby. Let's go.
Watch out. I think that might be a lock of ours. It's going to be a big number, I bet.
Definitely taking the points. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then the locks kept going. I mean, we had a great night. South Dakota State, I had them minus 3.5. This is why you bet it when we do the fucking show, people.
Yes.
Because I saw this line move all around, anywhere between 3.5 all the way up to 6.5. So for me, my bet cashed barely. They were down a lot of this game, battled back. That stadium's fan. It looks like the fucking Boston Garden. That stadium.
Colby, that's why you bet it while we're doing the show, because I didn't bet it till after the show, and I got it at 5.5, so I lost. While you did it before the show and during the show, 3.5. That's why you listen to the show.
I'm gonna milk my win. Fuck you.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, I guess I wasn't the sharp.
We were right on New Mexico, and if you listen to the sports gambling podcast show when I was on, this was a money line play as they won by 21 at SMU. Watch out for the Lobos in the Mountain West. It's going to be a lot of fun. And by the way, as I'm talking right now, Kansas 3-point lead, 12 seconds left, and they are going to the free throw line as Jeremy Roach just got the ball. Well, I don't know. That might have been a travel, but I did lose money on this one. I lost money on Eastern Michigan. What the fuck?
They got their ass kicked. Holy shit.
By 28 points. And I watched some of this game. Bradley was on fire, but this also, we're giving credit to Missouri Valley's been better than the MAC for a while, man. Missouri Valley's a really good conference in the mid-major level. And this is a classic example. People talking Eastern Michigan to win the MAC. Bradley just whooped their ass. I mean, it was not in. I kept waiting for Eastern Michigan to make a run. No, not Bradley is too good. They were too good all night.
No doubt.
I lost money on that. And I also lost money on UNC Wilmington, plus 13.5.
Finally the Sooners showed up. So we back to Eastern Michigan. We fell for the trap. I mean, we got enamored with how they played the Wolverines on Friday night and thinking that maybe they could continue that momentum. But Bradley was having none of that. We got the better of the number.
Yeah, but it still just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
like that's the thing is sometimes you see it. You saw it with Memphis tonight.
Yes,
and sometimes it's just like what.
Sometimes they lay a bad number. Yep.
Yeah. Marquette covers for us against Purdue. Marquette +9. You took Marquette, right?
Yeah, no, I rode Marquette with you.
Yeah. Montana State did not cover against Oregon. Hey, the Ducks showed up to play. Finally, the Ducks got it together.
Quack, quack.
Yeah, I was trying to find that. I don't know where the fuck it is. Don't worry about it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Green Bay covered against Wisconsin. How about that? Green Bay was actually somewhat in that. I mean, they were not in the game, but yet in the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that was like a football game, not a basketball game. That was
cover though. We got the cover.
What was the final score in that game?
56-45.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, exactly. That's a Wisconsin and Green Bay game right there.
We lost on Xavier. We laid the points with Xavier against Fairfield. Fairfield hung tough for a while, man. We didn't bet that, but we did bet this one. San Diego State -4.5 against Stanford. Get your little farm out of here with your 12 fans. Fuck you. San Diego State gets the dub. Let's go. That was easy. That one was easy, right?
Is it me or is it easy just picking against the Pac-12? I feel like the Pac-12 is just such an easy league to fade. That's what they get for that shit network.
Yeah.
I feel like our locks are hitting on about 75-80% whenever we lock against the Pac-12 this year.
I think I talked about this the other day. Maybe Larry Scott's a genius because he knew the programs were going to go down. And he was like, you know what? If we don't put them on TV, no one will watch and see how bad we are. And then if we start recruiting better, then we can get out of that TV deal.
No doubt.
How about this, though? St. Louis 90, Memphis 84. Great win for Travis Ford and the Billikens. That's one that could pay off in March, man. Great win. And they were up by more. They were up by 10 or 12, I feel like, a lot of that game.
Shout out to Noah Beanick. He was all over that one.
Well, that one smelled. I took Memphis. I didn't bet it because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. It was like the other line we talked about. NC State beat the shit out of the airport. Almost won by, what was it? Almost won by 40, I feel like. Shout out to the Wolfpack as they continue to ride. Alabama wins by 10 against South Alabama. We get the cover. We mentioned that. I know we had real money on the South Alabama Jaguars. Boom. Cal Baptist also beats Northridge by 7. I don't remember. No, I laid the points. Damn it. But that wasn't a real bet. You know what I should have locked up was this. I should have locked up UC Irvine because UC Irvine's really good. They win by 15 against Loyola Marymount. And then San Jose State beats Alabama State by 13. I remember I considered locking this. And guess what? The line was 12.5. So I should have locked it. NC Nick did, and he cashes in. Cal loses at UC San Diego. Oh, man. Why did I? Mark Fox, get him out of here. He's fired.
I Benedict that one. I flipped at the last second. I put that in the Discord. I'm like, I'm off Cal. Cal sucks. Like I said, going against the Pac-12.
Why are they playing a road game, though, at UC San Diego? Look, I want to give the Pac-12 shit, too, but they set themselves up for this in football, too.
Yeah.
You will not catch Duke playing at Appalachian State, right?
No. You
will not catch these teams doing that. By you doing this, you know they have this circled for like a fucking year. And they're like, dude, they're coming into our place. We're going to beat them. I remember I was trying to get a scholarship to Cal. They ignored me. You know what I mean? Like, they do this, and I feel like the ACC in football and the Pac-12 in football do this all the time. And they eat shit on this. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see them play like at Fresno State, and Fresno State will beat them. And you're like, man, they went 10-2. This team could have went far, but they had to schedule that away game against a team that's just waiting all 365 for you to come there. I mean, it's not that Cal is that good, but I guarantee you there's probably some players on UC San Diego that got ignored by the Cal Golden Bears. All right, right now we have Vermont and USC tied at 30 in the second half, and Dayton is up 9 on UNLV, which is a game. I know. Didn't you took UNLV, right?
Yeah, I got Vegas. They're currently down. What'd you say, 9?
I took UNLV plus the 5. I didn't bet it, but
yeah,
took the 5. But overall, I know people were mentioning the locks record. I saw in the YouTube chat. So wait, on locks I went 1, 2, 3, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, then 4-3, then 5-3, 6-3, 7-3, 7-4, 8-4, 8-4 on my locks. What'd you do? I know you still have some pending.
I am 7-7 with 1 to go.
Okay,
yeah,
there we
go. Let's go Vegas.
We still had a winning night combined, both of us with our locks and what we do. So, with that said, let's
our dogs.
Yeah. Oh, how about our money line plays? I mean, some of our money line plays with Colgate hitting, and who was the other one that we had? So Colgate
Mountaineers.
Colgate at plus 275 hit. And then wait, who are the Mountaineers? Which team are you talking about?
Appalachian State.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. No, the other Mountaineers.
Oh, I mean, I had New Mexico plus 140 also.
Yep, I forgot about them too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those we did you solid. We did you well if you listen to us on that. And all right, let's get ready to talk about this slate 2 nights from now. So tomorrow is Wednesday, the 16th. But on the 17th, I think we have just an unbelievable slate. The 16th is okay. But all right, we'll talk about it. But before I do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by WinBet. WinBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WinBet is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. We're also brought to you by the SGPN World Cup free roll. Folks, I don't know if you guys know this. The World Cup is in a few days. It's Friday night. So, or Friday, I should say. $250 cash and a $250 gift card to the winner. Enter today exclusively on the SGPN app for free. All right? What are you doing? You got 5 minutes. Just might as well take a shot at winning $500 essentially. What are you doing, bozos? Get in there now. Grab the app for free in the App Store or Google Play Store. All right. We are back. The slate is loaded. There was only one spread that I could not find, and maybe the chat can help us out. and that was Sacred Heart at UMass Lowell. I can tell you this. I'm all over UMass Lowell. I don't know what that line is, but I'm probably going to lock up UMass Lowell.
I'm looking for it right now. Let me
know if you find that.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, Sacred Heart sucks. Remember, this is the team we just saw barely beat Columbia. So UMass Lowell, I was actually impressed with the times I saw them. So
they're laying 12.
I feel like we should lock it, but maybe not. 12 is a big number.
Yeah.
12 is a big number. Let's not lock it. But I will lock this one to start things off. And we do have a 9 a.m. game out here on the West. Noon on the East. Arkansas Pine Bluff is catching 22 points at Kent State. I'm doing it. Sincere Carey's a baller. Sure. Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're just 1-3, but this team is battle tested. All right. They only lost to TCU by what? They only lost to Oklahoma by 8. They did get whooped by Mississippi State, but they're battle tested. Give me the 22 points. I'm locking it up. Do you want to come on this journey?
I'm not locking this one up just because it's already their 5th game in 10 days. I mean, these guys play every night. I feel like, what is this, the NBA?
This has got to be their worst opponent, though. I mean, as much as Kent State is decent, and I think for potential tournament team, I think this is like the one where it's like they're going to be closer to them in athleticism than the other teams.
Have you looked at their schedule after this? After this, they go to Cleveland State, then they go to Nebraska, then they come home finally for the first time in the month.
They go all around the country, man.
And they're playing at home right before Thanksgiving. Crowley's Ridge, so happy Thanksgiving.
Look, it's a solo. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. This is a solo game. It's the only game on. You're going to want to bet this whether you feel strongly about this game or not, because it's the only fucking game on. You're going to be sitting there at the office, listeners out there that are working the office job. You put it on the iPhone. You put that shit on mute. You have it on the corner of your little cubicle, and boom, you're good. You got action going all day. Let's go.
You talked me into it. I'll lock up the Golden Lions. Let's go, Pine
There
Bluff.
we go. There we go, baby. I knew I do. Someone told me the other day I have a face that looks like I could sell insurance. I didn't know how to comprehend that. Part of me wanted to punch him in the face. Part of me is like, well, is that you saying I'm a good salesman? I don't fucking know. But anyway, I think maybe I should, because I just sold you on Arkansas Pine Bluff at noon on the East, 9 a.m. on the West. Let's go. At 1 is that Sacred Heart UMass Lowell game on the West. So 4 on the East. Then we have Michigan Pitt. This is the game going on at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Michigan's laying 9.5 points. Yeah, I know you want to say eat shit, Pitt. I'm not doing it. I think Pitt's covering this. I think they're going to cover this. Give me the 9.5 and the Pitt Panthers. What are you doing here?
Eat shit, Pitt. I'll take Michigan. I'm not locking this one though, just because of the neutral site.
Yeah, I'm not betting that either.
Yeah.
Siena is taking on Army. Siena's laying 6. I'm laying the 6, and I'll be honest, I did hesitate. I thought about betting this, but I'm not. I'm just laying the 6. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take Siena as well. No lock for me. Army coming off the loss to our guys from Stonehill. That's our team.
Hey, they're all those teams. We have a special today that I'm going to talk about in a little bit here. But Florida Gulf Coast, they won at USC to open the season. Can they go into Knoxville? This is in Knoxville, right? I got to double check because all these fucking things. Yeah.
Yes.
Can they go into Knoxville, catching 22 and cover the 22? We've seen multiple 20-point dogs win on the money line this season. Could this be one? I say no, but give me the 22 points and the Eagles. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm going to take the points. I think they really got right on their last game when they played Ave Maria College. So shout out to the Bible.
That sounds like a soap. Yeah. Cincinnati is at Northern Kentucky. Ooh. The Norse. George Clooney's alma mater. Why do I know that? He's a big basketball guy. Cincinnati at Northern Kentucky. This line I am seeing at Cincy minus 6.5. I'm laying the 6.5. What are you doing here? This is crazy though. This is like the Cal UC San Diego thing.
Yes,
This
and
is on the road. Yeah.
This is the battle of the bridge with Cincinnati and Kentucky. I'm locking up the Norse of Northern Kentucky, baby. Let's go. Sprinkle on the money line.
Locking it up.
Yes.
Locking it up. Wow.
This is going to be their Super Bowl.
I could see it. Maybe I'm foolish. Just get the app. This is where you get the SGPN app free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Check out the picks page because maybe I'll pull a Benedict and switch. But right now I'm doing Cincinnati. I feel all right about it. Cleveland State heads to Canisius, where I got to be honest. If you had told me preseason, I'd be all over Cleveland State. I'm still taking Cleveland State getting 1.5 points, but I did watch Canisius beat St. Bonaventure, and I thought this team's not bad. This team's pretty decent. It's better than what I thought they would be. What are you doing here? I'm going with the Vikings plus the 1.5, but I don't not trust this one after watching Canisius against St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cleveland State as well. I don't love it either. Canisius, like you said, beat St. Bonaventure. Their only losses to a good, feisty Youngstown State team compared to Cleveland State, who is 0-3, but they played a tough schedule. I'm going to take the Vikings to get this one done.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No lock though. This. I'm looking forward to watching this game though.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes.
I will lock this one though, and this is you're a maniac if you lock this, but I am. I'm a maniac, known maniac. Delaware State. Delaware State's getting 10.5 at Columbia. I told you Columbia's on auto fade. Delaware State, man, I was impressed with them against Nova. They only lost by 10 to Nova at Nova. You're giving me 10.5 at Columbia? Sprinkle some on the money line. Sprinkle some on the money line with the Hornets of Delaware State. What are you doing here?
Who the hell is Columbia to be laying double digits? Give me the Hornets, sprinkle some on the money line. I'm with you here, Dundee.
Let's go. They're laying 10.5. What the hell?
No doubt.
I mean, what is this money line? I'm looking right now because I bet this earlier tonight.
It's got to be close to in the 4s, right?
Actually, no. I think I bet the points. They didn't. I don't think they had that money line. I'm waiting for the money line to drop.
Plus 430. Let's do it.
I'm all over that. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. Next up, we have William and Mary heading to DC to take on American University. Gotta be honest. How many times can I say gotta be honest this fucking episode? Anyway, I hesitated here. I took William and Mary plus the points. I don't feel good about this. William and Mary's been a mess ever since they fired that coach. He was a really good coach for a while. I can't remember his name right now, but
Shaver.
Yeah. And ever since then, they've been a mess, but they're doing it on the football field, though. Mike London doing a good job. I'll take the 4.5 in the Tribe. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the points as well. Looking forward to watching this game just because it's a regional game, regional battle here.
Yeah. Ohio heads to Detroit. This is a low-key cool game. Detroit, who broke our hearts on the money line. I mean, they still hit for us overall on that Boston College game, but we thought we had a money line. They're catching a point at home against the Bobcats of Ohio. I went back and forth on this one too. I'm taking Detroit plus 1. I do not feel good about this one. I'm excited to watch it. What are you doing here?
I am locking up the Bobcats. Ooh. I love Detroit, but I love the Bobcats, man. I think this is a good team.
Moneyline Mac saying I'm betting on the fucking Mac. Let's go.
Maction, baby.
Yeah. Going with the Bobcats. All right. You want to lock one up? I'll lock one up. Let's go to good old Iowa at Seton Hall. Seton Hall's laying 1. Should be higher. Should be like 5 or 6. I'm laying the 1. I'm locking up the Pirates of Seton Hall. Awesome game. Should be a fun game. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ride with you here. I like Seton Hall too. I'll lock it up. Give me the Pirates.
Let's go. Let's
the home
go.
team.
Whoa.
I was like, that's Jersey's not Hawaii. You're getting ready for the Maui.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for that. Still waiting for SGPN to send me out there annually. All right. Give me the Pro Bowl. I don't even care if they play in Vegas. I'll go out there for the fucking Pro Bowl. I'll watch it from a hotel room and on the island. We have Eastern Illinois taking on Ohio State. This line is 30 fucking points. Look, Eastern Illinois covered the 30.5 against the Illini for me. I'll take them for the 30 in Columbus. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it, but I mean, I'm not betting this game.
Charleston Southern is at Tulane. Tulane's laying 20.5. I learned the hard way. I'm taking UMBC plus 19. I'm laying the points with the Green Wave. What are you doing?
Same. I think Tulane's really good. I think they're flying under the radar. We're going to find out about them even more come conference play.
Ron Hunter, great coach.
Yes.
I'm unfortunately, he hasn't had any surgery because I loved him watching the game winner falling from the office chair. Remember, he was like, I feel like
Baylor.
Like Tarkanian had the towel that he would just bite on. You know what I mean? Like that should be his thing, the office chair. He should just have the office chair with the wheels going at all times. Come on.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Hampton is catching 10.5 at ECU. Look, I love ECU. They're going to win, but they're not going to cover the 10.5. Give me the Pirates of Hampton. What are you doing here?
Same. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait till ECU goes down about 15 points at the under 12 media again. And I'm going to live bet the shit out of the Pirates because I figured out your Pirates. They like to go down 15 and then win.
Living on the edge, man.
They're a roller coaster.
I'm excited to watch that just because the fact that we could go 3-0. I'll be doing backflips here at the office. Harvard. What were you going to say?
I said I like Mike Schwartz, so I'm pulling for him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Harvard is at Northeastern. This is fun. Little backyard battle. Harvard is catching a point and a half shop around. Man, give me Harvard.
Tough game.
Give me Harvard, but this is one that's going to come down to the final 2 minutes. I guarantee you. Give me Harvard. What are you doing?
And like you said, this is going to come down to the wire because you got Tommy Amaker and then Bill Cohen, two veteran coaches that have played all the time in this regional battle. I'll go the other way. I'll take Bill Cohen's bunch, but I'm not locking in. Looking forward to watching this game.
Yeah, this one's great. One's great.
Two good programs.
Yeah. Marist is at Lehigh.
Sean stacking the money green.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean stacking the money green school, the Lehigh Fighting Mountain Hawks or whatever the fuck they're called. I'll lay the 5, but Marist has been a tough. They beat American. They beat AU, and I didn't think they would do that. I'll lay the 5. I don't feel good about it. You?
Yeah, I guess I'll lay the 5. Maybe Sean's team can beat Marist because they couldn't beat Heineke last night.
What a ridiculous late hit called on that. Look, the Redskins were the better team, but that was a ridiculous late hit.
Shout out to ODU, baby, the Monarchs.
Yeah, there we go.
Bush Lions.
Check out the NFL Gambling Podcast.
Yeah.
Oakland is at Toledo. Oakland's catching 16.5 points. I'm locking it up. They got their ass whooped by Oklahoma State. They've been hard. I'm sure they've been worked hard in practice. They're covering that gigantic number against the Rockets. Give me the 16.5. What are you doing here?
No, I love this. I'm going to lock up Oakland, the Grizzlies with you. Greg Campy, veteran coach. And Toledo's coming off the big win over UAB.
A great spot. You guys want to have some fun? Let's
sprinkle some on that money line.
I was just about to say, let's go for this. So we're already giving you who was it? We are giving you Oakland's plus 900. Plus 900 on the money line with the Grizz. And then
Delaware State was our other darling.
Delaware State. Those two, and there's going to be a couple others, I think, that we talk about here. Next up, we have Presbyterian catching 21 at UAB. Ugh. Why do I feel like UAB is capable of beating them by 40, but also capable of beating them by like 7? Give me Presbyterian and the points, but UAB is coming on that loss. I almost feel like I might take the Blazers. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I looked real quick to see who UAB's got next. They got South Florida and Daytona Beach, so maybe a potential look ahead. But Presbyterian's not very good. I mean, we just saw it. They went up 20 on ECU and then still got blown out. So I'll take UAB.
I took Presbyterian, but this is a true Benedict one for me. I think I might go back on this.
Yeah.
More that I think about it, I think I'm going to go UAB. Give me UAB.
You're going to win 20 on the dot.
Yeah, South Dakota State just played tonight. And now they're heading to Fayetteville, Arkansas. God bless them. Because, I mean, look, I love these schools that are playing back-to-back, getting those paychecks. Arkansas is laying 13.5 I'm seeing right now. 14. I do see a lot of 14s out there as well. I'm laying the points with Arkansas. You?
Yeah, I thought it was a typo when I saw that South Dakota State was playing again. I'm like, didn't they just play at the Pentagon tonight? So got a narrow win, and then they're in the air right now going to Fayetteville. I'm going to lay the points with you. A bad travel spot.
Yeah, I agree. This was tough. Southeast Missouri is at Evansville. Both these teams have hit for me this year as heavy dogs. I'm split here. Give me Southeast Missouri plus the 2. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take Evansville. I mean, like you said, this is a regional battle with Indiana and Missouri right there. So I think this is a narrow game as well. So looking forward to watching this one.
Yeah, I think this is a fun one, man.
It's going to be a fun game.
All right, and now gets me to the University of Southern Indiana heads.
Hey, our team.
To Northern Indiana to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Southern Indiana is catching 15.5 points. I'm locking it. Do I sprinkle a little bit? Plus 790? You're goddamn right I do. What are you doing here?
Same. I am locking up the Screaming Eagles. This is their Super Bowl. They're playing Notre Dame.
Let's go.
Yes, no doubt. Let's go, Screaming Eagles.
Next, we get Texas Southern is catching 30, I'm seeing right now, at Houston. Oh, man. Give me the 30. This is the first cover against Houston. Give me the 30 in Texas Southern. What are you doing here?
I'm locking Houston. I said it the other night. I'm locking Houston until further notice. They're going to beat the shit out of everybody.
Texas Southern is at least somewhat battle-tested. They played at Texas Tech. They played at a couple other schools, but didn't they beat? Wasn't Texas Southern the one that beat TCU?
No, that was a Northwestern State.
Texas Southern played a few teams.
They beat Arizona State, so they're
that's what I'm thinking of.
They're flying in high. So yeah, Houston's gonna whack them. Welcome to reality.
I'm taking the 30. Houston wins by 24. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
And shout out to the chat, Keith Landry on our Southern Illinois dog play. Sicko, yes, we are sickos.
Valpo is laying 9.5 at Chicago State. I thought about it. I fucking thought about it. But I'm taking Valpo minus 9. I thought about it really hard, man. And then I go, no, Colby, you were sweating that out at halftime when they were losing to IUPUI. And I'm like, yeah. Let me lay the 9.5 with Valpo. Let's go Crusaders. What are you doing here?
I'll lean to Valpo. I'm not betting this.
Yeah. St. Mary's is hosting Southern. St. Mary's is laying 19.5 or 20. Shop around. I'm laying the 19.5 with St. Mary's. This is a true away game. I'm laying it. What are you doing here?
I was about to say, where's Southern coming from? They played at Arizona. I'm going to take the points, actually. I'm looking at Southern. They only lost to UNLV by 10, 17 to Arizona.
Okay. You sold me.
I'm going to take
You
the
sold me.
points.
You sold me.
And people like me are saying that St. Mary's had the best week in college basketball, so they're feeling themselves a little bit going into this game. So yeah,
you're selling me. You're selling me right now on perhaps me betting this. Are you locking this, or should I just back off and just?
I might have just talked myself into locking it. I'll lock it. Let's
go,
lock
Southern.
Let's
lock it up. Let's go. Give me Southern, the Jaguars. Let's fucking go. Come on, you can do it. Did it to UNLV, which, by the way, UNLV currently up 3 on Dayton.
Yes, they are.
Go. And Duke did lose to Kansas. We were on the wrong side of that, but currently USC up 2 on Vermont, also with 3 minutes left. Next up, we have I'm on the money line. Hang on. We have Arizona State taking on VCU in Brooklyn. Now, here's the thing. VCU hasn't been overly impressive to me this year.
No.
So far. Arizona State just lost to Texas Southern. I smell a sneaky upset here. Give me Arizona State +3 and on the money line. Bobby Hurley's from Jersey. He's up there. Give me Arizona State to knock off VCU here. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Arizona State played in New York a couple years ago, and every time Hurley goes back there, he seems to it's a get-up spot for him, like you said. So, yeah, I'm going to take Arizona State as well here.
Let's go with the Sun Devils.
These are two of the more unpredictable teams here.
Don't worry, I got you covered, though. They are.
Yes.
Rubino, Devil's Digest.
Devil's Digest, huh?
Yes, sir.
Where you located, my man?
Right here in Tempe.
Okay, Devil's Digest. Okay. I'm Catholic. Now I'm a Christian. Watch out, them devils.
That was
Shout out to Herm Edwards. You play to win the game.
Nothing like getting employed by Arizona State University not knowing their mascot's the fucking Sun Devils. That was his press conference without knowing that they were the fucking Sun Devils. Absolutely hilarious. I feel like we should lock this game. Ball State is laying 4 at Omaha. Did you freeze up on me? Did your internet freeze up on me? I think his internet froze up on me. That fucking West Virginia internet. But I feel like we should lock this one. I haven't bet it yet, but I feel like we should lock Ball State -4 because Omaha's been terrible lately. Absolutely terrible. Ball State is somewhat chippy. You know, they're in the MAC. They're all right. They keep a decent program. It's not good. It's not terrible. It's just average. But you're in the MAC. This is taking on Omaha. I feel like they should. Omaha, I know you froze up there. You're back on the show.
I got too many games going. I got UNLV over here. I got sports. I guess Duke's over. Kansas won. So
you're still in West Virginia. So like you're probably using 90% of the state's internet right now.
No doubt. It's snowing. So I mean the service is bad. I got to go wipe off the satellite.
Oh man. I'm talking about this though. I was saying, convince me not to bet this. Ball State -4 against Omaha. It's at Omaha though, right? Let me double check that. It's at Omaha, but I don't care. Isn't Ball State just that much better than Omaha?
Yeah. Isn't one of our rules to fade Omaha? Yeah, give me Ball State. I'll lock it up too.
Let's lock it. I haven't bet that yet. I'm gonna go bet it right after this episode because I feel like that is just a fire play right there. I was surprised by the line a little bit. That's the only thing. Give me the Ball State Cardinals. Shout out to their running back that looks like fucking Fabio, Carson Steele. He's like John Riggins meets fucking Fabio. I kind of hope he fucking makes the NFL and dominates. Missouri State is at BYU. Missouri State's catching 9 at BYU. Missouri State keeps a good program. Almost made the NCAA tournament, I think, last year. Catching 9 in Provo. Provo's a tough place to win. There'll be soaking going on. Give me the 9 and the Bears. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I think Missouri State actually has a shot here. I'm going to lock up Missouri State out of the Missouri Valley.
Ooh,
Yes,
lock it
I'm
up
with
the
you.
Bears.
Too many points.
What is this money line? 310? Plus 310 on the money line? Are you going to sprinkle a little bit there?
Yep, no doubt.
Oh, I like it. You know, BYU, they played pretty good against San Diego State. I was impressed in San Diego State. They lost that game, but I was not impressed in their opener against Idaho State. Idaho State actually played them pretty good, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
So I could see that being something there. Cal State Bakersfield heads to Moscow, Idaho, which, by the way, I want to send my condolences to the University of Virginia, like the love and condolences, prayers, everything to Charlottesville, and then also to Moscow, Idaho. They had another ugly scenario with some students up there that's just terrible. Cal State Bakersfield is laying 2, and I laid the 2 in Moscow. What are you doing there?
Yeah, I'll lay the 2. And yeah, shout out to all the families that were involved in that incident.
Dude, terrible shit going on, man.
I know.
What's going on in our world?
No doubt.
Absolutely terrible stuff. But on a positive note, not to go, I have to transition at some point here. Gonzaga plays Texas in Austin. This is a game I think we're very excited about.
Yep.
I know we did preseason episodes and we were talking. We're like, man, I cannot wait to watch that. Remember last year, Texas went up to Spokane and got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Revenge spot. Curious to see if you're taking the Longhorns because the Zags are getting 1.5. Texas getting their football treatment here with this spread, perhaps. I'm on Gonzaga, and I thought about locking it. What are you doing?
I'm Benedicting from our preseason. I'm taking the Zags. Horns down. I can't take Texas. I hate Texas. Yeah. Drew, and honestly, they're not playing this game outside. Gonzaga didn't play well the other night, so I think they're going to bounce back.
I agree. Cannot wait to watch this game.
No doubt. Two good teams. Really good teams.
Give me the Zags. Played on the money line. Small value, but played on the money line. San Francisco's at Fresno State in a decent. I was surprised that Fresno struggled in the opener against UC Santa Barbara. Or if that wasn't the opener, maybe that was the game after. I don't remember. But San Francisco's 3-0. They seem to be coach-proof. Kyle Smith, Todd Golden, gone, but yet they're still winning. They're catching 2 points in Fresno. I'll take the 2 with the Dons. Give me San Francisco. But if you're going to bet this, why not just bet on the money line? What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, 2 solid mid-majors here. I'll take the Dons as well with the points and maybe sprinkle a little bit on the money line. No lock for me. Looking forward to watching it, though.
Yeah, I agree. And that's our slate, folks. That is our slate. Remember, tomorrow night, though, tomorrow night's a barn burner. Once again, just to go through my lock plays, I am going to lock Ball State -4 on the road at Omaha. I am going to lock Southern +20 at St. Mary's. I am going to lock Southern Indiana +15.5 at Notre Dame. I am going to lock Seton Hall -1 against Iowa in Jersey. I am going to lock Oakland, the Grizzlies, getting 16.5 at Toledo. I'm going to lock Delaware State +10.5 at Columbia. And by the way, ride Oakland money line +900. Ride Delaware State money line. What was that? What did we say that was? +3 something?
440 maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Just take both of those. 426 I'm seeing actually. So +426. And I'm locking up Arkansas Pine Bluff +22 at Kent State in that solo spot, the early morning game. And that is all of my locks. There is a chance that I will lock up or bet Arizona State at some point. I don't think, as of right now, no. But I might bet Gonzaga and Arizona State later. Get the SGPN app. Ryan, what are you doing here?
I am locking up Arkansas Pine Bluff in the early window. I am locking up Northern Kentucky against Cincinnati in the rivalry game. Delaware State +10.5. Sprinkle some on the money line there against Columbia. I'm locking up the Ohio Bobcats -1. Seton Hall Pirates -1 against Iowa. We're both locking up Oakland +16.5. Sprinkle some on that money line against Toledo. And then Southern Indiana as well, plus 14.5. Sprinkle some on that money line in South Bend. Locking up the Houston Cougars minus the 30. Locking up Southern University plus the 20. Ball State minus 4 out of the MAC. And then finally, but not least, the Missouri State guys in Provo plus the 9. Sprinkle some on the money line there as well.
Love it. Love it. We both. So, by the way, folks, I know someone tweeted this out, and I don't know that we'll have this, but 26-15 on the week, and I don't think they counted all the games that just ended. So, and you're 25-16, so I have we're both kicking ass. We're doing good things here, and if you folks, listeners out there, they want to know our records. It's all available on the website.
Yes.
Get the SGPN app. We don't bullshit you here and just say we did this. The numbers back us up. We have official numbers.
It's in the green. I can tell you that.
Yeah, there we go. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. We'll be back tomorrow night. Subscribe to the College Football Experience. We talk college football year-round over there. We talk college basketball year-round over here. Also, check out the College Baseball Experience with Noah Beanick. We come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. Subscribe, tell a friend, and we are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast and the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Check out those. Also check out Ryan. Ryan is the host of the NFL Gambling Podcast. He's also the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Check out both of those. And our whole platform, like I said, World Cup's going off. Soccer Gambling Podcast, SGPN World Cup Gambling Podcast, MLS Gambling Podcast. All 3 of those feeds will have World Cup stuff going on. We have the NBA season rolling along. NBA Gambling Podcast. CFL's got the Grey Cup this weekend. CFL Gambling Podcast. NHL Gambling Podcast. They're doing really good work over there. I know they've been charting a lot. So check out all of those platforms. I'm probably forgetting other sports going on. MMA Gambling Podcast. Just get the app. You'll have access to all of that stuff. A lot of great college basketball articles come out via the app too, over on sportsgamblingpodcast.com. So check out all that stuff. Come and talk college hoops with us. It was a lot of fun sweating out these games today in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord, and then you'll see a little college basketball channel, but there'll be all these different sports. Just hop in. It's fun to bullshit with us. All right. Till tomorrow. Cannot wait for these matchups. Game of the day, probably Gonzaga, Texas. I mean, what would you say other than Gonzaga, Texas, the game that you're most excited to watch?
I would say probably that Seton Hall, Iowa game, just because it's Big East, Big Ten matchup, and Seton Hall is a really good home atmosphere in Jersey. So, but then, I mean, the 2 games in Brooklyn, New York are good as well. VCU, Arizona State, Michigan, Pittsburgh. So I can't wait to recap another good night of college hoops tomorrow night, man.
Southern Indiana, Notre Dame, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. The Screaming Eagles.
Let's go. All right, folks. Till tomorrow. Have a wonderful day or night or day, whatever the hell you're listening to this. This is the College Basketball Experience, November 16th style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good jog the mind back like dog rewind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit the can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip.